Investigators have been hard at work looking into the case of these 7 people killed in Sumner County ever since it happened this weekend. And while families of the victims will likely be getting counseling to deal with this unimaginable loss, News Channel 5's Jason Lamb tells us the impact that these crimes can have on investigators themselves.
I love her. She is 8 years old.
It's been a busy few days for Ron Leonard and his dog, Molly.
She's done it for 6 years, and she's done 4,000 visits.
Through the group Canines for Christ, Molly, a therapy dog, helps not just victims of horrific events, but the law enforcement and 911 dispatchers who face them head on.
Molly is there just to make people happy, to calm them down. Several times this week, people just started petting Molly, and all of a sudden their emotional level just went way down.
This week, the TBI says investigators and other first responders will get an instant debrief following the Westmoreland murders with a special counselor with law enforcement experience.
We realize that humans that have to experience this kind of scene, the impact that it could have long lasting.
In fact, Ron says he and Molly see that impact on the first responders firsthand.
Yeah, I call it the ricochet effect, which causes the unintended consequences. And that's what happens with your law enforcement, your first responders, your 911 dispatchers. I talk to the Gallatin 911 dispatchers, and they're just beside themselves right now because of what happened, because they had to field these calls.
But Ron says Molly and he will be available, especially for first responders, as long as they're needed. After all, what better time than after a tragedy for some unconditional love? Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.